Good morning, everyone. Today we're on the Gulf of Mexico in Sargent, Texas. We're here on a little family reunion. Got a cool barge here behind us. We're gonna talk about hire, fire, and retire.
Can we get serious for a second? If you're long into your child care center, it is 5, 10, 15 years. You need to be thinking about when you're going to execute this strategy. If you're early on thinking about opening a center or in your first few years, just know this is a part of that exit strategy in your future. So, without further ado, enjoy the content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Seriously, if you think this is you like the topic, hit that like button right now. Thank you. Here we go.
You've got to hire someone to replace yourself at some point in your business so that you can fire yourself from the day-to-day mundane responsibilities. Fire yourself from working in your business so that you can actually work on your business a little bit so that you can set yourself up to retire. It is a beautiful day here. Well, it's kind of like this, a little bit gray, but look at this. We've got the Intercoastal Waterway on one side, and then we've got the Gulf of Mexico on the other. What a great place to come and hang out. We're doing a little family reunion down here. So join me today as we dive into how to hire someone with super phenomenal talent that can replace most, if not all, of your abilities, the things that you do well in your business, so that you can fire yourself from those things and set yourself up to retire. Let's go. Come follow me. Then this is the channel for you. There you go. It's pretty cool, huh? So I want to talk to you about how you can invest an additional $10,000 to $15,000 a year into a salaried administrator in your business, and then we're ultimately going to recover that back with the ability for you to be able to work on your business instead of just in your business. Figure out what you've got to do is figure out what you are going to need to pay somebody to come in and replace you. How do we hire that diamond in the rough, and what is it going to cost us to keep them employed and keep them vested? You got to find someone that is not looking for a job, but looking for a solid career that you can convince to grow your business with you. You need someone that's going to be all in, so it's going to cost you more. If you're paying your teachers $15 to $18 an hour, they're making $30,000 to $36,000 a year. One of the things I want you to think about when you're looking to hire someone to replace yourself is get rid of the hourly concept for a moment, convert it to salary. I just want to clarify why I want you to consider a salaried employee for this position. You want someone that's vested from morning till night, from 6:30 in the morning until you close Monday through Friday, not just from 7 to 3, not just on their shift. When your closing staff are struggling, you want someone that's vested and understands that it's their responsibility to be there. They might have a standard shift, but you want them vested the entire time. They're going to get salaried, 3 weeks vacation, or whatever those incentives are for you, because they're the ones that are going to take call-offs. They're going to handle calls from staff on the weekends or in the mornings or in the evenings, and they're going to be incentivized to make change to help staff learn how to cover their shift better. Okay? They're going to be incentivized because they don't want to get all those calls. So they can take those calls from 10 a month or a week down to 2 by training your staff. This new salaried employee position is going to be very vested like you are, because you always have taken those calls on the weekends, evenings, and mornings, and they're going to be incentivized to train your staff, to educate them, to work with them, to help them. I just believe that salaried employee mindset is just a great way to give them ownership in your program. It's a great way to truly free up time from you. So their shifts depend on the need of the center, and you've got to monitor that. You've got to make sure this is an employee you can count on. And if you create a big enough incentives, then you should not have a disappearing director. We're looking for a career administrator. That someone is going to be key to come in with great characteristics that you've learned over your 5, 10, 15, 20-year career or more in previous career. You've got to find someone that can take over everything. So you're going to have to pay for that. So convert that to a salary. Now, if you're thinking $20 to $22 an hour, which would be a phenomenal hourly for an assistant administrator or even an administrator, now you're talking about $40,000 to $44,000 a year. You'd add on to that, let's say 3 weeks vacation, paid vacation within that salary. Now I think with that number, you can attract someone better. And in your market, those numbers may be different. They may be inflated a little bit, which would make sense, right? So we're gonna talk about the difference of $10,000 to $15,000 you're gonna reinvest, double down in your business, and at the end of this, I'm gonna show you how you get that back. Let's talk first about who you're gonna hire, okay? One thing you've gotta do is write down the key characteristics that you're looking for. You're not just looking for someone looking for a job. You're looking for a career individual, motivated career individual with critical characteristics that you know are vital to run your business. Staff management, that's one. That's huge. They've got to be able to manage your staff. Professionalism. They've got to bring that element of professionalism to root out and keep out the element of unprofessionalism, drama, chaos that can erupt in a program that's not managed properly. Training. Desire and ability to train. Desire to help grow your staff. Identifying personality types. Do you have someone with that sixth sense? Now, my wife has that sixth sense about individuals, and you've got to have someone that can really identify people that are going to help grow your program. Project manager. They've got to be a great project manager, because if you're running a facility with 50 to 500 children in it, you are a phenomenal multitasker in project management if you're running a great program. So it's really key that they're great in project management and multitasking. How about budgeting? Someone with a concept of budgeting and accounting. Problem solving. Problem solving is critical, because if you give them a task, you don't want them calling you always for your expertise. You want them to research and come up with solutions to problems that you have in your business, and then maybe at the beginning presenting those solutions to you for advice, for guidance. But you've got to have someone that is career-minded to be able to jump in and take over these tasks for you. We know this. One of the biggest beliefs I have, that the success in our business has been my ability and passion for business management and running our business, and my wife's in the classroom. Her passion for curriculum, teachers, phenomenal programming for our children. She just loves to teach. I think the key person to run your business has got to be strong or stronger in the business management. Remember, it's a business, and it's got to be run like a business if it's going to be successful. So I'm going to encourage you to really consider, and this might be a bit of a shift for you, consider finding someone with more business experience and passion, with hopefully some experience in education. I say that sincerely, hopefully. Hopefully they've got some experience in early childhood, not just having children, but early childhood education. Maybe it's elementary education. The last, most recent administrator I've hired has never worked in a child care center before, but has spent the last 7 years at a local charter public school, and so has some phenomenal educational and staff management experience. And you'll find that by throwing them into a classroom and letting them sub and letting them float and having them report back to you as far as what they see. And you know, if you're a good judge of character, when they're in a classroom and they haven't had experience in early childhood, you can learn really quick their ability and what they're going to be able to offer and provide as far as support, guidance, troubleshooting within your classroom. One of the biggest keys here is really going to be understanding time and money. If you value your time and can organize and keep track of your money, hey, it's raining. Oh, we're coming down good. Let's keep rolling. Hey, if you can do that, understand your time. Ask, okay, how much do you make per year? Let's figure out what your time is worth when it comes to running your business. If you combine your salary with center profits, and let's say you make $50,000 a year, okay? Your hourly wage would break down at 2,000 hours a year. That's 40 hours a week, 250 days a year. We know as an owner, you work a lot more than that. You're making $25 an hour. At $75,000, if that is your overall profit, you're making $37.50 an hour. At $150,000 a year, you're making $75 an hour. What would you be willing to give up in order to retire, in order to be able to step away from your business? So you've got to think of those numbers. Again, I'm going to say that if you reinvest an extra $10,000 to $15,000 into this key administrator, you're going to be able to earn that back. You're going to earn it back a few ways. You're going to earn that back by recovering and finding more money in your business through lost opportunity. Look at that beautiful coastline out there. You're going to be able to recover this money through some key things. Here's one: classroom enrollment. Maximizing your classroom enrollment. If you manage children leaving and children entering into your program better, you'll be able to recover thousands of dollars per year. Another key one is going to be staffing, scheduling, making sure it's more efficient. How about budgeting and cost management? Budgeting. I'm not fantastic at budgeting, okay? However, understanding it takes time to look at goods that you're purchasing, finding better costs, better price of goods, saving you money through that. How about working on your business by looking and paying attention to invoicing a little better, auditing attendance a little better, and developing some systems that ensure that you're not losing revenue by missed opportunities to invoice or to gain additional drop-ins of your parents that are coming 3 days a week that needing a couple extra days. It takes time to manage that. So if you have someone to replace a lot of your day-to-day skills, day-to-day tasks that you have, you can fine-tune things and find lost opportunities and revenue in your business. How about staff training and work environment and reinvesting in work environment within your center? You do that, it's going to save you thousands of dollars in turnover, in training. Reinvest in your staff. I want to wrap up by sharing this. If you work on your business versus working in your business, you're going to have more time freedom. You're going to have more control of your business by delegating the day-to-day tasks and responsibilities, and that includes the big ones. You've got to get those off yourself. You've got to fire yourself from the day-to-day things that do not make your business money or create more time for you, so that you can retire to a different position. You can actually feel like a COO of your business instead of a do-o-o, a doer. That's not what that is. Anyway, reinvesting in your business, reinvest in yourself, in your family. Have an amazing day. Have a phenomenal day. Don't forget to like the video. Subscribe. Appreciate you. Have a marvelous time. And if you're seeing this video, if it's your first one, go back to the library. There's so many other things and topics we've covered. I really hope it can help you in your industry, in your early childhood career and path. Appreciate you. We'll finish with this shot. Nope, not that shot. This shot. Absolutely gorgeous. See ya. All right, I want to wrap up this video by saying this. What am I going to say? How am I finishing?